For this video, I'm going to show you how you can access the parent portal for PowerSchool in order to view your child's grades on a daily basis. So the first thing you're going to need to do is navigate to the Lapeer Community Schools homepage. Once you get there, you'll see that there's a tab that says For Parents. You'll go ahead and scroll down to the PowerSchool button and click on that button. It'll bring you to a page that looks like this. If you scroll all the way down, if you already have an account, you'll see the Enter PowerSchool, and you can simply just click that and enter PowerSchool to get to your student's grade book. If you have not created an account, however, you'll need to do so first before you can enter PowerSchool portal. To do this, you'll need to make sure that you have your child's access code and password. This should have been provided to your child at the beginning of the year or the beginning of the semester, and it would have been on their semester schedule paperwork. If you cannot find that or you no longer have it, you can contact Lori.Seguin at lapeerschools.org and she could get that for you. Or you should also be able to contact your teacher's secretary in his or her building, and they should also be able to provide that information for you. So that information would look something like this. So it might have, like, at the bottom of their schedule, it says access code, and then it'll be a number letter combination perhaps, and then their passcode. So we're going to go ahead and navigate to the bottom, enter, and I'll show you how to create an account. So here, when you click enter the PowerSchool parent portal, it'll bring you to a page that looks like this. You can either sign in if you already have an account or create an account. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the process of creating an account. So here you'll type the parent account detail information. You'll type your first name, your last name. You'll need to enter your email twice to make sure that they have the correct email. You'll select whatever username you want here. You'll enter the password that you would like to use, and then again re-enter it, remembering that that password needs to be 8 characters long. Then you'll scroll down and you can begin to link your students to the account. You can link up to 7 students. So again, you'll need to have that access ID and that access password to do it. The access ID and the access password are not your username and password. They're only what you're going to use to link your students to your account. So in this box, I would enter my student's first and last name. I would enter the access ID that I was given for that particular student and the access password. That may be very different for both. If you have multiple children, they'll each have their own access ID and password. And then I'll select the relationship that I have with those students. And then I'll scroll down to the bottom and I'll select enter. Whoops, which I didn't do anything, so that doesn't work. So now I'm going to go ahead back to the PowerSchool parent sign in, and I'm going to click sign in. I've entered my password, my username, and you can see that I've been brought to a screen that looks like this. This is Mackenzie's dashboard for her PowerSchool grade book. So you can see here at the top, I have both of my children in PowerSchool, and I can have access to both of their grades. So when you enter into PowerSchool, you're going to be brought immediately to the grades and attendance page. So here you can see all of the classes that she currently is enrolled in. You can see for S2 means semester 2, you can see the current grades she has for semester 2. And then you can also see her absences as well as her tardies. So as I scroll down and I look at her grades, I can see that she has a D+ in Algebra 2. So I want to check that out. I can check that out by simply clicking on that number or that letter, and then it brings me to that actual grade book page for that class. So as I scroll down through, I can see there's an F here, but the rest of her grades are pretty good. I can also see that the teacher has included a flag. So I want to scroll down a little bit on that and see what that flag is all about. Oh, it says that assignment is missing. That means it's a missing assignment. When I look over here at the date, I can see that it was on February 23rd. It was a quiz for Chapter 6 exponents. I may want to go back and talk to my daughter about why she's missing that. But in thinking about her attendance, I think she was actually gone on that day, so that could be why she's missing it. So I'm going to go ahead back to grades and attendance, And now I'm going to go down and I'm going to check Algebra 2. She has 2 days absent. I'm going to see what happened on those 2 days. It says that on 2/22 of this year, she had an I. So if I go down to the legend again, I means illness. Okay, so she was sick that day. And I remember that I also pulled her out early on the 23rd because she was still not feeling well. And so they marked her as a full day absent, but I know that she was still ill that day. So that is why she's missing that assignment. And so again, I'll need to make sure I go back to her and say, hey, you have an assignment missing in algebra. You need to check that out. So in addition to seeing their current grades and attendance, you can go ahead and click on and check out their missing assignments. This is semester 1, so nothing is showing up. But if I click over here to semester 2, the only missing assignment she currently has is that quiz in chapter 6 for math. If I want to go ahead, I can check out her grade history for the entire year. So these are her exam ones and semester 1 grades. She doesn't have anything yet for exam 2 or semester 2 because that hasn't happened. I can also go back into prior years and check out grades from prior years. The same is true. I can check out her or her attendance history. I can change email notifications, how I want to get information. Do I want it current grade and attendance? Just simply by clicking and unclicking this will determine how often I get reports from the school. I can check out teacher comments here in this box or send the teacher emails. My e-collect forms are here. Class registration, school bulletins. I can even check out her account balances. You can see here that we've done 2 pay to participate fees. I can check out her daily schedule by clicking on the schedule, and I can see where she is at every point of the day and whose class she's in and how long that class runs from. If I need to contact the school and I don't have their phone number or address, that information is right here under school information. And then I can even go ahead and change any of my personal preferences in my account. And as I said, both children are here in my PowerSchool account because I've linked both children, and I could click on my other daughter, Riley, and I could check out her information. And I know that she's at Zemmer. This is a different building, and I can do the same with her. I can run through her grades and her absences.